wanted to include Marcy Richardson, aka Opera Gaga, the singing aerialist onto Diva Who Hustles, because she is truly a diva who hustles. Marcy is an incredible singer, acrobat, pole dancer, and a burlesque star in New York City. This fierce diva has found a way to monetize her unique gifts without ever sacrificing her core artistic principles. Marcy is a fierce diva boss, literally singing crazy arias, like hanging upside down. Marcy was in the film Hustlers alongside Constance Wu and Jennifer Lopez, who by the way was snubbed of an Oscar, where Marcy starred as Star, the singing stripper. So let me bring on Marcy Richardson, who I know you are going to just love. A master of monetization. I always tell people to find something that they love and find a way to make money doing it. What are some of the ways that you have made yourself into a brand?
I really just think naturally over time, when I first started doing pole and aerial, I did not take up those activities with any intention of ever using them on stage. So as that organically came about, eventually a style and a brand started to come out of that. So social media is really big for me. Instagram, I get a lot of my business from Instagram. Hustlers is not a movie I went out for. They slid into my DMs in the direction of my work and wrote a small part in for me. So Instagram is a big part of my business. And then additionally, I created a website called thesingingaerialist.com, and that is for fans of opera, pole, aerial, basically stuff I like. And so that's actually done really well. I've sold a fair amount of t-shirts and mugs that say, "It ain't over till the fit lady sings," to other opera singers who are into fitness. I also sell t-shirts, since I love Baroque music, that say Baroque Witch on them. I have a little merch website as well.
So one of the places you perform is Barchland, those amazing parties that I am not cool enough to ever attend, hosted by nightlife legend Suzanne Barch. What are those like?
At first I was really intimidated because I just thought, am I cool enough to be coming into this world? But she really just loves art, highbrow, lowbrow. She loves art and people with unique voices, something to say. So it's been like family ever since I started with them. And it's really exciting because you're encouraged to watch the other performers and support them, and also be out and about in the audience. So you're watching these nightlife legends on stage, but there are amazing people in the audience like Christian Siriano. AOC was there one night. I got my photo with her. Fashion designers, really just the who's who. You never know who's going to show up, and that's really cool.
So for that, you usually perform the Jewel song from Faust, correct?
Yes. When I perform that song is not as Marguerite. I actually built that piece for Company XIV, which is another group I perform with here in New York. We were doing our take on the fairy tale Cinderella. So I actually was playing the stepsister in that show, and I built Jewel Song on the Pole as sort of a showcase and comedy number in order to get the prince's attention in the context of that show, to get the other shoe, as it were. And since then it's really survived as a standalone piece.
So you said that people usually just slide into your DMs, but is there something that you do to cultivate those relationships for special events or corporate gigs?
Honestly, I do not approach anybody. Everyone comes to me. I, generally speaking, have just too much on my plate. I think the key has been I create content that is readily available on my website and Instagram. I basically create something good that they want and then let them come to me. And of course, after that, I'm always really responsive. You know, I'm good at following up. I'm good at maintaining relationships with people. But honestly, I'm lucky enough that I'm not really the one doing the seeking. But I think the key to that is putting something out there that people can find and that they would like.
What are some of your favorite pieces in your wardrobe?
This is a dressing gown by Catherine Delish. She makes a lot of garments for Dita Fontees. I feel super luxurious in this. So I would say this is one of my favorite pieces for sure. I also was lucky enough when I filmed Hustlers, they had me in some really beautiful agent provocateur lingerie. And I asked, you know, what are you guys going to do with that afterwards? You know, I perform a lot. Can I keep it? So I got to keep some really beautiful things from that as well. You know, in burlesque and nightlife, and I would just say for my brand in general, I just love the glamour. I love lots of sparkle.
So what advice would you give yourself maybe 5 years ago?
You know, it's been smooth sailing for the past 5 years, but if I could go back 10 or 15, I would tell myself, don't let anybody ever dim your shine. Well, I was in a relationship where we would get into fights because she thought what I was wearing was too revealing. There was a lot of, jealousy. Burlesque would have been totally out of the question. I would not be doing what I'm doing now. I didn't go out for certain types of work. Why am I going to sing or wear anything that doesn't make me feel awesome? So, I mean, if I could go back, I would just tell myself, that's the way you got to be. Like, don't let anybody dim your shine and don't do anything that doesn't make you feel amazing.
That is incredible advice. And I am so happy that you were here on Diva Who Hustles. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy hour.
Happy hour.